Ever hit the jackpot? Live the high life, only to find out, well, it was all fake.
Fake it till you make it, right?
Well, what if it's all a lie?
Yeah.
Today's deep dive, it's about Lou Pearlman, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
Huge names.
Yeah, he launched them. But his empire, built on deception.
It's like a Hollywood thriller,
Yeah.
ambition, manipulation, and that whole music scene, so alluring.
So we've got this American Scandal episode all about Pearlman, and some other wondering bits, too, about music, business, the whole thing.
A peek behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today, we're going way back. Pearlman's start, the rise, the crash. How did you do it? How'd it all fall apart?
And we'll look for those red flags, things we can all learn from.
Right, those aha moments.
Yeah.
So rewind. Pearlman, little kid in Queens. Already there were signs. Right?
Oh, yeah. Embellishing the truth, that was kind of his thing.
Needed to seem successful, even if, well, it wasn't true.
Exactly.
His bar mitzvah, wasn't there a story?
The Art Garfunkel story. Classic. He told everyone Art Garfunkel's going to perform Simon and Garfunkel, big deal. Garfunkel was there as a guest, not, the entertainment. And Pearlman even said, get this, Garfunkel was his cousin. I mean, even then, attaching himself to success,
Building his own myth.
Yeah.
But he did love aviation, especially blimps.
Yeah, and that's how we started. Commuter helicopter service, his first business.
Sounds legit.
But helicopters, pricey, more than he thought.
So what'd he do?
Got creative. Maybe a little too creative? Transcontinental Airlines, his next gig. He needed investors.
Yeah.
So picture this. Model airplanes for the brochures.
Right.
Pre-digital, remember? Looks were everything. He even got his friend Alan Gross from Goodyear Blimps to help stage the photos. Master of illusion.
Wow. Bold move.
Fake it till you make it. Problem is that slope gets slippery, and for Pearlman, it was a pattern.
Airship Enterprises, his blimp company. That's where the Jordak Jeans blimp thing happened, right?
Yeah, so a real blimp, expensive. So what does Pearlman do? Makeshift thing, balloon, some metal, gold leaf to make it flashy?
Sounds rickety.
It crashed. But get this. Some say he crashed it on purpose. Insurance money. He'd insured it like it was top of the line, not a, glorified balloon.
Scheming, even in failure.
Seems so. Appearances. Deceptive. Gotta look deeper, especially with money.
He did bounce back, though. Penny stocks. That was his next move. Airship International.
Penny stocks, for anyone who doesn't know, they're shares of small companies. Cheap, but risky. Big potential, though.
High risk, high reward.
That was Pearlman. Raised millions. Deals with McDonald's, big names.
Yeah.
You could sell a vision.
And then a boy band changed everything. New kids on the block. He chartered a plane for them, saw their success.
He learned their secret. Manufactured. The image, the songs, all of it.
A pop idol formula. Fascinating. And he even asked Art Garfunkel about this manufactured thing later.
He did. Trying to understand how it worked. It was like a light bulb moment. I can do this, he probably thought. Boy band empire, here I come.
Orlando. Young talent everywhere. Transcontinental Records. The Backstreet Boys were born.
Yep. Talented kids. Training, a house, that family vibe. He called himself Big Papa, Control.
Shaping them, image, sound, everything.
But the Backstreet Boys, they were expensive. His other stuff was struggling. He needed cash. And that's where it gets, darker. The Employee Investment Savings Account. The ISA.
ISA. How'd that work?
Sounded legit. High returns, like 8%. Backed by Lloyd's of London, he said. The celebrity body part insurance people. Legit, right. Problem was, it wasn't real. A pyramid scheme.
New investor money to pay the old ones?
Exactly. And he targeted people close to him. Family, friends, Mark Morelli, his barber, people who trusted him.
Betrayal.
And all this. While the Backstreet Boys were still looking for a record deal, when Jive Records offered one, things got, tense.
What happened?
Pearlman, he wanted that deal fast. Lawyer, pressure, the boys and their parents signing right then. No time to think.
Manipulative.
Oh, yeah, don't you want your son to be a star? That kind of thing. Playing on their dreams, that family bond.
Pushing buttons.
They signed. But A.J. McClain's mom, Denise, she had a bad feeling, a crack in the facade.
And that crack. It was about to get a lot bigger.
But that's for part 2.
If you're hooked on this story, ambition, betrayal, the music industry, all of it, hit subscribe. We're going deeper next time.
So the Backstreet Boys, their first album, boom, it hit big.
Global phenomenon, those catchy songs, quit playing games, we've got it going on. The 90s right there.
Teenagers going crazy, posters, concerts. Pearlman, he was winning.
But he wasn't done. He wanted more.
Always more. Enter NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. That rivalry, it was huge.
But Pearlman, he was behind both, the puppet master.
Same formula.
Talent, training, big pop-up. But with NSYNC, there's a twist. Chris Kirkpatrick, remember him? Kind of older, edgier.
Spiky hair.
That's the one. Backstreet Boys rejected him, actually. But Pearlman, he saw something. Brought him back for NSYNC.
Impact backstory.
And NSYNC, they were even bigger. Tearing up my heart. Bye, bye, bye.
Dominating. Pearlman, on top of the world. Transcontinental Records. An entertainment complex in Orlando. Even movies.
Living the dream.
But with Pearlman, there's always something, right? Cracks were showing.
Yeah. The boys, in both groups, they were starting to ask questions. Money. They were working hard, selling millions, but where was it going?
Wait, millions of records, and they weren't seeing the money.
Those contracts, the ones they signed under pressure, remember? Pearlman, he took a big cut. Manager, but also, get this, a sixth member of the group.
A sixth member? Seriously?
Audacious, right. Fed into the family thing. But one member gets most of the pie, the others?
Crumbs. No wonder they weren't happy.
Exploited. That's how they felt. Pearlman using their talent, keeping them in the dark. And it wasn't just them. Other groups, Innocence, O-Town, they had problems too.
So people were talking. Did anyone challenge him?
Backstreet Boys, they were first. A lawsuit. Fraud, breach of contract, the whole 9 yards.
That must have hurt for his image.
It changed things. Others felt brave enough to speak up. And then the investors, the ISA people.
They realized it was a scam.
Those returns, they never came. House of cards.
And that's where the FBI comes in.
The feds, yeah. Full investigation, Pearlman's finances, his businesses, and what they found. Deception on a whole other level.
For all those businesses, the success.
Smoke and mirrors. Most were losing money or didn't even exist. Illusion.
But Pearlman, he was living large, right?
Oh, yeah. Cars, houses, the whole bit. He was selling the dream, but living it too. On lies, though.
Believing his own hype?
Maybe. He was good at manipulating people, their dreams, their trust. But you can't hide forever. 2007, arrested, conspiracy, money laundering, all of it.
Boy band mogul to facing 25 years.
Wow. From the top to the bottom, it shows nobody's above the law.
Dark turn this story took. But we need to see the whole picture, right? How it affected people.
Absolutely. Next time, the aftermath, the trials, the fallout, what happened to Pearlman, to everyone else.
A lot to unpack. Okay, so Lou Pearlman, blimps, boy bands, fame, fortune, but it was all built on, well, lies. And now, the House of Cards falls. What happened after the arrest?
It was huge. The trial, I mean, everyone was watching Pearlman, this big shot facing serious charges, betrayal, broken dreams, you could feel it.
Must have been surreal for everyone, especially the people he'd fooled.
Totally. And the prosecutors, they laid it all out. The evidence, I mean. Fake documents, made-up companies, millions gone.
And those investors, it wasn't just, like, rich people, right?
Yeah, everyday people. His old neighborhood, friends, family, even his barber. They trusted him. Life savings, retirement gone.
It's awful. Those scams, they can get anyone.
That's why you gotta be careful. Do your homework, trust your gut. If it sounds too good to be true.
It probably is. So did Pearlman, admit it, say he was sorry?
Nope. Innocent, he said. Just a businessman, made some mistakes, no harm intended.
Still playing the part.
That's how it is with these schemes sometimes. They believe it themselves, I'll fix it, they think.
But the jury, they didn't buy it.
Not a chance. Guilty. All charges. 25 years. The boy band king, now a convict.
Oh, to fall. What happened to him in prison?
He died there, actually. 2016. Heart failure. 62 years old.
Wow. An empire built on lies. And in the end...
Nothing. It's a reminder. Real success. It's got to be earned ethically. Or it all falls apart.
What can we learn from this, really?
Be careful. With money, with trust. Do your research. Ask questions.
And on a bigger level, how could this go on for so long?
We need to be more skeptical. Of powerful people, of systems. Demand transparency. Hold people accountable.
Lou Pearlman. A
Yeah.
cautionary tale. Talent wasted.
Driven by greed. Sad, really.
That's our deep dive, folks.
Yeah.
A lot to think about. Ambition, betrayal, the price of fame. It's all there.
And remember, if you want to learn more, there's tons out there. Books, documentaries, all about Pearlman.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay skeptical, my friends. That's it for us. Thanks for listening.